So today's video is a little bit different. I am prepping for a whatnot auction and just so happened to have an idea in my head of something I wanted to make. So I did. So stay tuned, check it out, and let me know what you think. So I had this vision of these 80s geese going on. I am participating in a Mother Goose themed raid train. And I don't know. Here we go. I painted these both sides in white linen by DIY. It's the cottage core colors. And then I used this gorgeous paper from Connie Lines and Designs by the painted photographer. I love, love, love this paper. I cannot tell you just how much I love it. I only decoupaged this on the three front facing little geese. And then the other three geese are going to get a different type of treatment, I guess you could say. Um, Very easy. I'm actually using a gel matte medium to apply this just to make sure this sticks really good. Normally I use my DIY liquid patina, but I went with this because this is rice paper. It's thick. We have those skinny little legs on these geese, and I wanted to make sure that this really stuck in all those parts. And then you see me going over the top of it as well, and that is Emmy, our girl kitty. And she was feeling quite neglected, so there's a nice sunspot on my work table, and she hangs out there when I'm working now. And we got these done, and I used the burn method to get the edges off because of all those little creases. And that simply was taking a lighter. I trimmed it down with the scissors, taking a lighter and burned off those edges. Super easy to do. Have water nearby and just be safe. And then we are taking Prom Queen, which matches those 80s little geese. Um, I am painting both sides of these side facing geese. And this Prom Queen, I'm doing two coats on each side. The final coat, I do kind of stipple it a little bit just to give it some texture because you know me, I don't like it to just be flat. I need it to have something so that there's some movement in my stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's weird, maybe it's not. But I do go in with this on both sides and around the edges as well. I want to make sure that the laser marks are off of there and that this is just really good. So I did also do these ones in that cottage color, which is great because it made for a really good primer on these pieces and sealed in that dry wood so that I got better coverage when I went in with this DIY clay-based paint. And I hope all that makes sense. So here is just a quick shot of what they looked like together. And then we are going in with dark wax. I am not using any clear wax at all. I'm going straight in with the dark wax. I just put a itty bitty teeny tiny piece on these and then I'm gonna buff it off. And while I do, oh, and I also do the other geese too. The back sides of those are painted in the same blue, and the front side will get the dark wax as well. And while I'm doing that, let me introduce myself. My name is Sandra. I'm the owner and creator here at Midwest Charm. I specialize in repurposed, upcycled, vintage home decor and all of your DIY needs. I carry DIY paint, Sweet Pickins Milk Paint, Iron Orchid Designs, Roy Cycle Treasures, Connie Lines and Designs, and more. You can find me on all of the social medias, which are linked down in the description, as well as our website, midwestcharm.co, no M. And again, that's linked below as well. And you can reach us and contact us on any of those social medias. And I am usually right on top of getting back to you. And let's finish these guys up. I'm using just a shop towel to wipe away the excess wax on these and just buff off any spots where it may have been a little bit thicker than it was on the other areas. And this, I had this vision, not of just these geese. but to make like a garland. I know it's called many different things, a banner, whatever you want to call it, that would hang from like your mantle or whatever, bookshelf top, whatever. And in my head, I had this vision of these geese and some ripped fabric and ribbons, and just kind of do like a rig tie on them and spread it all out. And that's what I did. So I first took some burlap ribbon and tied that in between. After I hot glued these guys onto my jute, I took this burlap ribbon and tied it in between the little pairs of geese. So one set I have facing one way and the rest of them are doing the other. So I don't know if that makes sense. You'll see in the end. But then I went and found, I was going to tea stain some fabric, but then at a yard sale just today, when I'm doing my voiceover, I found the scrap fabric and all of it had shades of blue. So what I'm doing right now is just kind of trimming off the excess, but I'm cutting about an inch space on the edge of this fabric, and then I'm just tearing it. So we've got those beautiful frayed edges, and I'm just continuing to do that, and as much of this that I can salvage, because as you saw, there were holes cut in this and whatnot. I got it because I can decoupage with this. I can do things with this fabric, and that's what I wanted to use it for. So I just continually go through each of these colors and cut off what I can, save what I can, and then move on to the next color. So while I'm finishing up doing my torn strips, I'm going to let you listen to music and watch. I thought I had a really great variety of textures and patterns to go onto my little swag garland. And so then what I did is, like I said, I tied in the burlap ribbon, and then I just am taking these and tying them in between the little pairs of geese. And I was starting out trying to do a pattern and did that. And then I just went and filled in all the rest of the spots with the different pieces. And I just made sure that there was never two of the same patterned fabric side by side. So we just go in and fill this all in. I do a couple on the end as well. And you guys, this is finished and it is beautiful. And I'm so happy that I found my vision and saw it through, and I really like this, and I can't wait to hear your thoughts. So stay tuned for just a few more seconds here for the final reveal. What do you think? Yes, that's it behind me. I thought it turned out really cute. I love it. I had some other fabric. Maybe I'll make another one. This is new. It's not vintage. I just happened to find all the vintage scraps at a recent yard sale. So I was really happy that they were all in those blue family. I think it's adorable. I hope it sells today on Whatnot. Thanks for watching. I always appreciate each and every one of you for doing that. Hit the like button if you like this kind of content. Hit subscribe, totally free to do. And we will see you all next time. Bye.